Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Down. Ball handed off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Handoff running right. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Now they're running on the toss. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Got it.
Here's the second down play.
Easy.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Now it's second down here. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big game that time. That's great execution.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Okay, ready?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it here. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Back to throw again. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Horned Frogs are in the red zone now. Is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. Now here's the toss play. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Try to run it with the option. Crossing the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Movement at the second level of the defense now. The back's got it. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
Kentucky 0.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Trying the old counter play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Let's it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, this was a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Here's the option play. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Past the 50. He's past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, TCU. The defense adds 6 points.
The big fella takes it all the way back for a touchdown. When his linebacker's been hitting people all day, he finally gets to show what he can do when he gets his hands on the football. I remember this guy played running back in high school. He hasn't had his hands on a football in a long time, but clearly remembers what to do with it after he picks up that fumble.
He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Pickup team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, and another incompletion. Head coach stays aggressive after failing on the last 2 fourth down attempts. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. Complete to the running back. But can he get there? Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and the receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the 3-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. He's running out of time here. He's going to pull it down and run. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
This big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's a toss to the left side. Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And the quarterback keeps it here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now.
Easy. Black 24. Black 24.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And bulldozing his way through. He'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Ready.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Easy. Check, check.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Ready up.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now.
Clear. Clear.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for.
Got it.
And the Horned Frogs looking to cash in this red zone trip.
Get set.
And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Ready.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
3:25.
They're going to run the option. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
On the ready.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
On the set.
1st and goal now. A chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown. He shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. The lineup on first down with just 5 seconds left before halftime.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The corner is now playing a couple yards off the ball. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick this away to start the second half. This one will be fair caught. Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all been telling us about gap integrity, not giving his running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Got it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Here we go.
He'll ride the back again here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long.
4-2 Spider.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Toss play to the outside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The Horned Frogs moving quickly down the field here.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. It's second and goal now, back from the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
And out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. On the ground, it's Harvey. Running through the tackle. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Kentucky. Strong game by this quarterback.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here.
325.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. When he's got it, the 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the TCU offense takes the field. They'd love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Heading left after the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. A big play moves the ball across midfield to the opponent's 43. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Okay, ready?
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And the route is on. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral it.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they'll make it into the end zone for 2, cutting the lead to 15. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. He shreds the tackle. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. got the first down, now looking for more. Touchdown, TCU. To stretch the lead, the route is on. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
They'll try to add the lead now with PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Looking right, this one caught. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First down here for this offense.
Come on, set.
The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here we go.
Handoff to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Fighting off the defender. Pitches to the back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Here we go now, third and short on the opponent's 24-yard line. What would the offense choose to do at this point? Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Great cut there. They tackle him about the 14.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. He'll field it close to midfield. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he gets in for the score, cutting the lead to 14. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Slides down to avoid the tackle. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.